Noah had always been the quiet one, the boy who solved puzzles while the world played. By 24, he wasn't just writing code, he was hiding in it. Lines of logic were easier than people. If he couldn't feel worthy, at least he could feel useful. Every night in a small apartment, lit by blue light and static, he built things no one asked for. Tools, bots, strange AI experiments, chasing something he couldn't name. Then a message changed everything. A fast-rising startup founder found one of his projects online. "You built this alone?" she asked. "Yes," he typed, hands trembling. "We need someone like you." It felt like fate, or maybe a trick, but he said yes. 3 weeks later, Noah sat in a boardroom, heart pounding like a war drum as his code failed live in front of investors. The screen glitched. The app froze. One of the investors scoffed audibly. No one yelled. No one had to. The silence was worse. Afterward, the founder said only, "We'll talk later." She walked away, her eyes full of disappointment and something colder, doubt. Noah returned home that night and stared at his laptop as if it had betrayed him. Every voice he'd worked so hard to silence came roaring back. "You're not real. You just got lucky. You never belonged here." He opened his resignation email, typed it, hovered over send, then he stopped. By accident or grace, his eyes landed on a sticky note stuck to his monitor from years ago. A Marcus Aurelius quote he'd once found inspiring: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." He read it once, twice. Something shifted. Maybe this wasn't the end. Maybe it was the beginning. Noah didn't quit. He studied the failure like a detective at a crime scene. He traced the bug, owned the mistake, and faced his team, not to defend himself, but to learn. He began journaling nightly, ruthlessly. What did I fear today? What did I avoid? What can I do tomorrow? He dove into the Stoics, Epictetus, who said we own our responses, not events. Seneca, who taught that difficulty is the training ground of the soul. He paired stoicism with a growth mindset. Failure is not a verdict, it's feedback. Effort is not weakness, it's strength. He started asking new questions. What if this pain is necessary? What if my story only begins after it all falls apart? Then came the second storm. 2 days before launch, the app broke again, critically. This time the team froze. But Noah didn't. He stepped forward, calm, focused. He didn't blame, didn't panic. He traced the issue, proposed the fix, and stayed through the night. This time his hands didn't tremble. They moved with purpose. When the app launched, it didn't just work, it soared. There were no speeches, no claps on the back, just the founder passing him in the hallway, whispering, "I was wrong about you." But Noah didn't need her belief anymore. He had found his own. Months later, Noah stood in front of a whiteboard leading a team. His voice steady, his gaze direct. He mentored others, not just in code, but in mindset. In his apartment, framed on the wall, was the crash log from that failed investor demo. Below it, in ink, "This was the day everything changed. Not because I failed, but because I refused to stay broken." And at the bottom, "The obstacle is the way." Noah had learned the secret that separates the lost from the legendary. Your value is not in what you avoid, it's in what you survive and who you choose to become because of it.